Hey family, my name is Craig Crowe. I'm a field underwriter advisor and financial coach. I'm licensed in multiple states, which means I can help individuals and families across the country protect what matters most through life insurance. But this isn't just about insurance. This is about you, your family, your future, and how to unlock financial freedom with a tool that most people overlook. You're watching part 1 of a 4-part video series I created called Unlocking the Full Potential of Cash Value with Life Insurance. By the end of this series, you'll not only understand what life insurance really is, you'll know how to use it like the wealthy do to build wealth, eliminate debt, and pass down a legacy your family will never forget. Whether you're new to this or financially savvy, this message is for you. Before we begin, I encourage you to take notes while watching these videos. If anything is unclear, make a note so you can do your own research, or you can bring it up during your free consultation with me. If you find this information helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a comment. Your feedback helps me improve and create even better educational content. The information in these videos is based on my personal experience using these products and as a licensed professional. This information is also fact-checked using reliable sources like Google and ChatGPT. That said, I always encourage you to verify everything for yourself. This content is meant to give you a strong foundation and help you understand the basic principles of life insurance. Everyone's situation is different, so take the time to figure out what works best for you and your family. If you have any questions or want to explore a customized policy for yourself, feel free to reach out. If these videos helped you in any way, please don't forget to like, share, or comment on the ones that made the biggest impact. Let's start with the strategy behind it all to help set the foundation. But first, let me start by asking you a few questions. The first one being something personal. What do you value most in life? Your health, peace of mind, your future, your family? The next question is, God forbid, but if something happened to you today and you unfortunately pass away, would your family be okay tomorrow? Would your kids still go to college? Would your spouse be able to keep the home you worked so hard for? Will your spouse be able to maintain the monthly bills due to the lack of additional income you were once providing to help your family? Would your family have to start a GoFundMe just to bury you? That's why this matters. Proverbs 13:22 says, "A good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children." That inheritance isn't just money, it's wisdom, protection, and preparation. Let's break this down. Life insurance is a safety net. You pay a small amount every month called a premium. In return, the insurance company promises to pay out a large amount of money to your family when you pass away. That lump sum payout is called a death benefit. Here's where most people get it wrong. They think life insurance is just for when you die. With the right kind of life insurance, it can actually help you while you're still alive. That's what we're talking about in this series. Cash value is a built-in savings component in permanent life insurance. Cash value is like a private savings account built inside your life insurance policy. It's a tax advantage instrument. It earns compound interest, and you can borrow from it tax-free. A few of the most commonly used policies are whole life and indexed universal life, or IUL. Unlike term insurance that expires, cash value builds equity while you're still alive. That's why it's often called living benefits, meaning it works for you while you're still alive. Each premium payment splits into 2 parts. One covers your insurance cost and the death benefit. The other goes into a cash account that grows with interest over time. You can borrow it tax-free. You can use this money for anything. Unexpected expenses, a down payment on a house, buying a car, starting a business, fund your retirement or creating multiple streams of income. In whole life, the growth is steady and guaranteed, often including dividends from mutual insurance companies. With IULs, your cash value is tied to a market index like the S&P 500, with upside potential and downside protection thanks to growth caps and 0% floors. So you participate in gains, but not in losses. Now let's get real. Why does this matter? Because this is what the wealthy use to fund businesses, cover emergencies, and build tax-free retirement income. Need proof? Walt Disney used his cash value to fund Disneyland when banks wouldn't finance him. Ray Kroc did the same thing to build the McDonald's empire. JCPenney paid employees during the Great Depression with his policies, cash value funds, using his life insurance. This is not theory. This is a real legacy building in action, and you can do the same. Now let me make this plain. Life insurance is more than a death benefit. It's a safety net for your loved ones and a financial engine for your future. Let me give you a quick example. Let's say you're 30 years old. You pay a monthly premium of about $7 a day, and part of that grows your money like a savings account. So that would be the equivalent of about $200 every month into a properly structured cash value life insurance policy. That money is going to cover your insurance. Build your savings account, grow quietly with interest even while you sleep. By the time you're ready to retire, that policy could have hundreds of thousands of dollars saved up, tax-free, and still pay out a guaranteed death benefit to your family. It's like having insurance plus savings plus investing plus a personal private bank all in one policy. That money compounds and earns interest, tax deferred, and when structured right, you can access it tax-free through policy loans or withdrawals whenever you see fit. Let me break it down even more. Imagine building $20,000 in cash value. You borrow $10,000 for your business or to pay off debt. Your policy still earns interest on the full $20,000 because you're borrowing against it, not from it. This is called uninterrupted compounding, and it's how you let your money work for you instead of the other way around. It gets better. Unlike a bank, you don't need to apply for a loan. You're borrowing against your death benefit, which means your money keeps compounding even while you use it. Imagine being your own source of capital. No more begging banks for money. Imagine funding a real estate deal or your child's college from your policy without disturbing your long-term investments. This is the principle of leverage. When structured properly, cash value life insurance can also protect against market crashes, medical emergencies, and even provide long-term care benefits. It's not just about dying, it's about living well. Of course, not all policies are built the same. The structure matters. If this already has you thinking differently, that's a good thing, because when you master this system, you no longer have to work for money. You let your money work for you. Deuteronomy 8:18 says, "Remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." Now, not every life insurance policy builds cash value. Here are the ones that do. Whole life insurance has fixed premiums, guaranteed cash value growth, potential dividends. Universal and variable life are less common because of the complexity and having to know how to properly fund and watch these products like you would if your money was fully invested in stocks. We'll cover these in future videos. Indexed Universal Life IUL. Cash value grows based on stock market performance with guardrails, offers higher growth potential, never loses money in market crashes because it has a 0% floor. But don't worry, we'll break all this down in simple terms in the next video. It's not about dying. It's about living wisely. Now, I get it. The truth is, most people never get taught how to use life insurance to its full potential. Also, financial literacy isn't something we learned in school. Sadly, many of us come from households where money was tight and life insurance was either misunderstood or never even mentioned. Some of us grew up thinking life insurance was just a bill or something you got when you were older. But that changes now. You don't have to be rich to start. You don't have to know everything to begin. All you need is the willingness to learn and apply what you learn. The rewards are real. You can change your whole family's future starting today. So, if this is speaking to you so far, stay with me. You don't have to figure this out on your own. God has already equipped you with wisdom, and now He's sending people to help you apply it. Proverbs 21:20 says, "The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down." Translation: the wise save, invest, and prepare. The foolish spend everything they get. This is how you become that good man or good woman starting today. You're not just protecting your family. You're creating a legacy. So here's what's next. Save my contact info. Scan the QR code on the screen. You can also enter the link into your web browser. To make it even easier, click the links in the description. Watch all 4 videos in this series. Book a free consultation where I'll design a custom policy for your goals. Fill out the client information form. After you complete the steps, you will now be able to receive a free gift card as my way of saying thank you for showing up for your future. This is more than education. It's elevation. You've been praying for guidance, and now the wisdom is here. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." So, let's commit to this plan and start building the future you and your family deserve. This is just part 1. In the next video, I'll show you how age, health, timing, and policy structure impact your results. You'll be able to understand the layout of a policy illustration, even if you've never seen one before. This is more than insurance. This is the beginning of a new financial future for you and the generations coming after you. Until next time, stay blessed, stay covered, and stay ready. Let's build the legacy God called you to leave. Stay tuned in for the next part of this series. Have a blessed and prosperous day. See you next time.